Broadcasting from Miami, Florida.
Check this out.
Let's go. Welcome to 25-8 The Culture. Yeah. On who's hot and who's not. Everything hip-hop. Turn it on, turn it up, get it loud. Here we go. You're now vibing with 25-8 The Culture.
Yo, it's your boy DJ Pablo McAbee from 25-8 The Culture with your host D-Wise from the Big Fellas. What it do?
What's up, y'all? Yo, we in the building, you know what I mean? 2021, first show of the new year. We gonna kill it. We got great topics. And you see how their watch is glistening. Something new for the new year. You already know how we get down. Got a lot of shit to do, like I said. Let's get to it, yo.
And we also got in the building my dog, Big Money Boy Lance with the 5G.
5G in the house.
Hey!
But you guys know the vibes. 2021, same vibes. Henny in one hand, smoke in the other hand, baby. Let's get to it. 2021.
All right, man. So let's get to our topics for the new year. So real quick, man, you know, everybody's probably on this whole weight loss stuff, you know, trying to build their credit up, start a business, spend their stimulus check the right way. Really quick, before we get into the rest of the topics, what is everybody plans for the new year?
I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Like I said, growth and development on some real old school moral shit. You know what I mean? Growing businesses, developing your personal self, whatever that means, whether you're reading more, knowing what's going around in the world more, or just building a future for, I got a daughter, so I want to build some, some legendary steps for her to fill in when she gets old enough to take care of her own stuff and not work for anybody else. So that's what the mindset is. 2021. We got hit real hard with 2020 with some body shots, some Mike Tyson body shots. You can ask your boy Roy Jones Jr. about that, Lance Draper. But we bouncing back real hard. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what's going on.
And Lance, what are your plans for 2021?
2021 for me is like my man D said. It's about growth, personal growth. Trying to accomplish things like generational wealth. You know what I mean? Just things like that, setting up for the future, no more bullshit. Gonna put away all the childish shit and really set ourselves up now. No dumb goals like weight loss. Weight loss can be done. That's easy. A lot of people do that shit, you know what I mean? But I want to do real things. I want to look back on 2021 and be like, oh shit, I really crushed that shit.
Yo, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. To our audience out there, yo, man, every day you should be trying to better yourself. You feel me? So that's the point. That's the motto. That's the game. Get money your way. Get healthy. You feel me? And let's grind out here. You already know what it is, man. So I want to get into how 2021 is going for the United States or for the world. Yo, we already see people bum rushing the Capitol right now. People upset with Trump leaving office. They're upset that Joe Biden's about to take over. And you know what? They just going up in there and bum rushing the freaking Capitol and shit. When I kind of find kind of amusing, I felt like the police kind of let them into the Capitol. You feel me? It was just like, yo, like you want to go, like, helping people right there, walking people down the steps, letting them up to the Capitol. I'm not trying to say, people are, so-called white privilege, but, let that shit have been a nigga, dog. Let that shit would have been me. I would have got my ass shot. Like, you feel me? I don't know, man. What's your take on that?
I mean, yo, keep it funky, keep it real. You know what I mean? We never lie on this show. We always put our personal thoughts and beliefs into our message when we talk so you can understand what we're coming through because you guys really want us to really put our point of view and spin on it. I 100% agree with you. If it was a bunch of black people up there that charged them, that were breaking into offices, that were having their feet on top of desks, that were opening laptops, that were graffitiing shit, that broke windows into the Capitol building where they meet at, and you see the Secret Service or whoever's there drawing guns on these people. They just drew guns. But they broke through and was causing damage, and they just drew guns. If that would have been a blackface, they would have shot everybody up and been like, by the way, we're justified because who the fuck are y'all think y'all doing coming into Capitol Hill with a gun? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is the green light to shoot shit up. Whoever should have got it, you know what I mean? That's why we say, if you can look at something and say it would have been different if there was a different race of people there, we're still going through injustice. So it just shows you like, yeah, white privilege does exist. They helped this elderly lady down the stairs. I saw that. Arm out, gentleman style, like she was going to the prom. Here you go, sweetheart. Yes, we know you're not supposed to pass these lines. You're not supposed to be on Capitol Hill. You feel what I'm saying? But they came there with aggression, led by former President Trump, who this is why he's getting impeached again. First president to get impeached twice. I'm not gonna let that one go at all. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, man, that shit was crazy. And it lets me know that, like, how far people keep saying, oh, we've come so far. We've done this, we've done that. But in the other line, you know what I'm saying, the other lane, you can see, like, we still got a lot of shit to go because it's not equal at all. You feel what I'm saying? Only 5 people, 5 deaths, that whole riot. It would have been a body count if we did that. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm rested right there, and I'm gonna let Lance put his 2 spin on it.
White privilege. White privilege. White privilege. We're not gonna sugarcoat this shit. This is not even the first time white people, those kinds of white people, have taken over a fucking a space or a spot. Like, they did this last year, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even want to say where it is because I don't remember. But they had their guns drawn and they surrounded it. So this is just what they do. At this point, I know it's all fucked up and we all going, man, if it was a black person, if it was a black person. Hey, man, it's a lot of shit that we can say if it was a black person. All they doing is continuing to show us the difference. I don't think we need to be so mad as saying so much as saying if it was a black person. I think the message that we need to be saying is, you see that? No black people involved. Let's keep pushing that message rather than wanting them to go shoot people or treat them like us. Let's continue to say, you see, this is why we better. Because we ain't gonna sit out here and do no dumb shit like this. And even when we come out here and peacefully protest and do it the right way, y'all still violate us. And we still don't do that. So we need to be looking at it as an example of, you see, all that bullshit y'all choking, y'all ain't even about it, and we rise above it. And not only do we rise above it now because of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, we've been rising above it. How many generations of black kids been told, hey man, you're gonna have to be twice as good as him to get equal? We've been overcoming this, and that's why I think they really getting upset and acting like that. I don't even think they needed Trump to tell them no shit like that. Trump has been president for 4 years. Those were 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 30-year-old racist old white men and women, which means that it ain't necessarily about Trump. This is deep-seated. These fucking people have a problem. Now, I don't necessarily agree with everything that Joe Biden and the Democrats are saying, but as a black man, you know that's stupid. That's not even an option. I'm outside of white privilege. I'm confused why they thought it was an option. They had people in there with zip ties and all this other bullshit. It's classless. You can be upset, but act like an adult.
And just to put the cherry on top of the whole situation, we got to remember, like, yeah, Joe Biden won, but he didn't kill him. Like, you got to remember, still damn near half the country believes that everything that Trump did was right. So you really got to look at it. It's more than an individual. What he represents is what so many people were supporting. Grab him by the pussy. Sounds good to me. There were good people on both sides during this racist march. That's right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's like all the things he was saying was just like, to a point, was like, I'm not saying everyone that voted for Trump is a racist, but if you're a racist, you probably voted for Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way I always spin things on, you know? And yeah, man, that's how I feel with it.
That's hurtful. That's hurtful.
How's that hurtful?
It's fair because I would hope that there were some people out there that was like, you know what, I just prefer Trump policies and I'm not racist. I would hope there was some people like that rather than screaming white power on their way marching to the election booth.
Well, that's why I said that statement in the beginning. I'm not saying everybody racist. You know what I mean? Everyone that voted for Trump is a racist. But if you are a racist, you voted for Trump. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you were a bigot, we know you wasn't feeling no woman of color being vice president. No. Because I remember when Hillary versus Obama was going on, that bullshit in there. They said rather a nigga in the White House than a bitch. I remember that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not saying, like, there are people that, if you're of a certain bracket or something, because there's even old school Republicans that, like, you know, when he got, and we're going into his impeachment, this is the first time in history that Republicans got on that ticket and said, we want Trump out of there too. And impeachment's never had two parties in it at the same time. It's either this party, the Republicans want to get rid of a Democrat, Democrats want to get rid of a Republican, not two parties coming together and saying, you need to get the fuck out of here. So that was history breaking itself. But I do believe there's certain people that might think that this issue right here is very important. So they're gonna vote. Again, sometimes I don't like you 100%, but I think you're better than this guy. So I'm voting for you. Doesn't make you a racist. You were thinking, even though you may be wrong, in your mind, you thought that this guy was a better candidate. So you might have voted for him. I'm not mad at you. But you know, the Ku Klux Klan endorsed Trump. These is facts. So I'm just telling you, like, you know how the game go.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You got me there. I got a question though for us, because I haven't heard nobody asking this. So do you think that if the security surrounding the Capitol, outside and inside, was a force of black men, do you think they get in?
If it was a force of black men, so everybody, all the Capitol Hill cops that we saw, if they were all black.
Yeah, instead of them just having that one black cop running up the stairs with his mace or his baton running from them people, we ain't got none of those cops, those white cops letting them in. We got brothers standing strong. Do you think they take the Capitol?
Yeah.
Think
You
so?
said that. I would say this, because there was a lot of people, they didn't expect this happening. There would have been a lot more damage. Brothers is like, you're gonna have to earn it today. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, homeboy with the baton, and I gotta give a little bit of information from watching what he was doing. They said where he was at his post, he was blocking something that wasn't unlocked. So when he ran upstairs, he was taking the mask upstairs to something that they couldn't break through to get to the Capitol also. I just want to give that brother respect for using his head. You know what I'm saying? Because he was getting shitted on. Like, look at this pussy ass nigga running. You know what I'm saying? But he was actually doing strategic, smart things. So I just want to put that out there for him. But I want to say this. If there was all brothers in there with batons, mace, and I'm pretty sure guns, I'm not going to say it would have stopped everything from happening, but there would have been more bloodshed, because you're not just going to come in here with my weapons and think that it's going to be easy. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I'm Superman. You can't take 100 people, but who's first? Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's all you got to ask yourself. And you might get me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like in one of my favorite movies, Tombstone, why I didn't grab this person, they were like, he put a gun to his head, like, okay, like, let's rush him. Okay, but you first. They might get me in a rush. I'm blowing your fucking head off, basically, he said, you feel what I'm saying? So then after that, they're like, fuck that, he's lying, let's rush him. He's like, no, he'll kill me. Don't rush him. You feel me? So that's how I feel it's gonna be like, y'all can get me. I'm not Superman, but who is willing to die today? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, real quick, I want to talk about dude with the podium, how they arrested him. He's talking about having vegan meals while being locked up. Like, what the fuck is up?
White privilege. Yo.
I think we should say it together for the viewers. White privilege. Fuck.
A vegan organic meal, y'all niggas, you in jail, sir. You're in jail. You know what I'm saying? You can't
be a terrorist.
Word. Like, nigga, you can't even, you can't even touch the dice in Monopoly when you go to jail. What made you think you were gonna get a vegan organic meal when you go to the real big house? Fuck out of here.
Crazy piece of shit.
And one last thing. President Trump's second, what's it called, impeachment?
Yes, sir.
And he didn't even get a blowjob. You feel me?
and this will always go down as Bill Clinton, love him or hate him, everyone's got their own ideas about this nigga, but Bill Clinton legitly lied about getting his dick sucked. That was his impeachment. They say he lied under oath about getting his dick sucked. But he was so smart, and he even after, like they say, when a case is done, you can talk about things afterwards because it's already, you're found guilty or not guilty. He even said, I might have manipulated my words a little bit to make sure I come out innocent at the end. Yeah, I lied about getting my dick sucked. My wife was right there. Tell me a nigga that wouldn't. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I respected that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what it was. He's like, well, it depends, because they're saying a sexual act. He downplayed it. Like, I know what they're trying to say, like, heads a sexual act. But the way the definition was, I think when they said sexual act, I'm thinking they're asking me if I was fucking or not. I didn't fuck. I'm winning. So he was smart. He said it. He's like, I played around with the words to make myself look innocent, but, you know, let me go finish running for the, you know, finish off my little bit with the country. And Republicans hated this dude. And they're like, I can't believe he would do that. He should resign. He's like, nah, I like getting my dick sucked. It's like, yo, man.
All right, man, on to the next topic. The latest craze for the new year, Clubhouse, the app, yo, the audio chat. So
I just want to say before you finish your statement, fuck you because you have an iPhone, and fuck you because you have an iPhone. Because that's who's getting Clubhouse right now, on iPhone users. Us Droid niggas got to depend on girls, homies, everything for us to listen to the shit because I can't get in on it. But it's amazing. Continue, sir.
All right, so let me know how you feel about it, man. If you fuck with it, don't fuck with it, yo. And in certain ways, I really fuck with the app, dog. You feel me? I like the fact that there's intellectual, educated Black people and people of color that are networking, and that there's certain rooms, you know, about real estate, about cryptocurrency, about, you know, building and connecting with other entrepreneurs to, you know, to advance. What I don't like about it is maybe the nigga chat rooms that people just fucking they want to be the moderator and just gain a bunch of followers, and you know, you over here at the bottom can't even fucking talk, or just the rambling. You know, I'm not too much of a rambler. I don't really go on talking for hours, and I don't like being in no chat room for those 16-hour chat rooms and shit. You feel me? Them just don't be fucking ending and shit. But let me know what your take on this, the whole new craze, Clubhouse, invite only platform.
I want to say this: if it wasn't for my wife and I see what's going on there, I wouldn't know nothing about it because my wife is one of those iPhone users. So, but like he said, intelligent brothers and sisters are on there at each level. You feel what I'm saying? Whether you want to talk about, you know, buying a house, or, you know, open up another bank account, or get into cryptocurrency, or just networking with people that you wouldn't see normally face to face. You know, top CEOs, top people that own things, top Microsoft employees, top Google employees, top line everything, pharmaceutical people, like everybody's there. And it's all intelligent Black brothers and sisters. So that's good. You know what I mean? I love that you don't know where the conversation was going. My wife jumped into a room and it was just a lady saying, hey, I'm in Switzerland. It's really gloomy in Switzerland, not a lot of sun right now. Can anybody tell some like good feel good stories that make me feel better? So a bunch of people were in there, no more than probably 15 from my wife saw. And they were just talking about good times, you know, that they went through and smile and stuff. And they said, oh, thanks, that did a lot to me. I'm going to leave the room, but I'm going to leave you as a moderator. I mean, you're going to run the chat. And then my wife connected with people business-wise, with people from Switzerland. Normally, she wouldn't be over there talking to people from Switzerland. You know what I'm saying? So that was just cool, like how quick, and technology is awesome that she's networking. It's the ultimate networking thing. And I want to talk about the Clubhouse After Dark, because that's when it gets real. Shout out to the Nigerian moaners at 11. They have a competition for about a band, I believe, that they just go in there, you check it out, and and the best moan gets money. So it gets real after dark. So that's the fun XXX side that, you know, people may not like. But you also hear some battles going on. You know, people rap battle against each other. You have some people that DJ, you know, you have other people talking about other XXX situations, shit like that. So, but it gets real when the sun goes down. You feel what I'm saying? But for all the positives with it, it was a great app so far. And yeah, it's pretty dope.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got on there a couple times. I just always feel like somebody yelling at me. Like I can't even get to like listening and understanding nobody and trying to connect with nobody. I get on there and it's always like, yeah, man, hot. I'm like, whoa, I'll come back in an hour. And I can't get into it. I try. And I don't know, maybe I just gotta really sit down and like get over the fact that somebody's just talking and I may have no idea what part of the conversation I caught, but everybody I know, like you guys keep saying, it's good. It's you get to talk and network with people you normally wouldn't meet. So that's dope, but I ain't there yet, man.
No, I definitely agree with you on on the whole moderators rambling and rambling. Yo, first of all, like, you know, people like us, we're very crushed for time as it is. So I can't be in a room for hours when you're telling me like, yeah, my name is Stephanie and I'm from, you know, Houston, Texas, and I'm a realtor here. And I've been doing real estate for 30 years. And, you know, I have 3 small children and my husband's a pastor of a church. And, you know, like, bro, like, I don't need to hear all of that. Like, I like to go to the rooms like, hey, look, we're talking about how to open your first business. First thing you need to do is get your EIN number. Second thing you need to do is get your LLC. Are you guys writing that down? I like those rooms. And then if you had a question, you can go ahead and raise your hand and they actually listen to you and then answer the question that you need an answer to. But like those rooms that they be rambling, you know, I'm Jamaican, so I stepped into a couple, you know, Jamaican island rooms and Trinidadian rooms, and sometimes they just talking like, yeah, I'm gonna go Jamaica a long time ago, I'm not coming back, and like, yo, just like it's just way too much, you know, going on. I'm like, yo, man, like, you feel me? So I can understand you, like how you feel like somebody's just rambling and stuff like that. But for the whole overall platform, I feel like you can find something that works for you or got information. I felt like I got a bunch of information. Yes, you can find this information on YouTube, you know, but sometimes, or you can find it on Google Academy or whatever like that. But, you know, it just kind of feels good to start networking with people because, you know what, there's people that are home right now due to the pandemic and they're willing to put you up on game. And I know, like in life, I learn a lot from people because, you know, I'll go to YouTube or to Google and you'll spend hours researching something while somebody could have just told you in 2 minutes. You feel me? And then you get to save all that time and stuff like that. But yeah, this platform is pretty cool, man. You know, I want to see how, you know, I want to see it go to a public company so people can start investing stocks because it's probably like the next big thing. Because, you know, we also talking about generational wealth for this year. So there's a couple rooms that I got into about, you know, cryptocurrency and Bitcoins. And yo, I be feeling like a fool sometimes because, yeah, I remember in 2012, my homeboy was telling me about Bitcoins and, you know, he had some Bitcoins and now he a damn millionaire now. You feel me? So Bitcoins just hit like 36,000 today. Today's Friday, January, I don't know, whatever the time that's recording. But now cryptocurrency is a way that we can start building generational wealth and stuff like that. So I don't know what are your thoughts about cryptocurrency and Bitcoins in the future and stuff like that.
I mean, shit. I was hesitant because at the time when Bitcoin came out, that's when all the hacking and that's where all the scamming and that's when everything was really at big. So I was like, untraceable, non-FDIC backed up money. Nah, I'm good. You feel what I'm saying? Just because it peaked at probably wrong. If it came out a year before, a year after, I probably would have played with it. But it's just like, I see people hacking into this so fucking easy because that's all I was seeing at the time. This hack, that hack, this going on, this money missing, tracing this, getting rid of this. So you were like, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? Scared money don't make no money, they say. And then I feel like I definitely took an L on that because it hit my face a few times. I was like, someone can come get this shit. But talking about right now what's going on, whatever it is, right now we're talking about cryptocurrency, but there's always movements going on. And I feel like you have to get that in your head, like, you know what I mean? Scared money don't make no money, so you have to be willing to invest in something and be patient to let that thing go through. A lot of people say, oh yeah, I can invest, I can easily give up money. But I was like, okay, but you know, could you let go of that investment money for a year, for a full 365 and not worry about it? A lot of people can't, so that means you're outside of your investing range. You have to be able to, if I put $1,000 here, I gotta act like it's not there anymore and let the system play. Because a lot of people pull out too soon and you might have fucking yourself. So you really have to educate yourself on what actual things of investments are. What are the steps? What are the things you do? How can you actually afford this investment? A lot of people say they can afford the investment, but if you can't turn your back on the money that you just gave out to invest, you couldn't afford it. So you really have to understand what investing is, the patience it takes, and to understand that nothing's 100%. You know what I'm saying? For instance, a lot of people have more faith in the chair they just sat down in, and they've never seen the chair a day in their life than they will to invest in someone they know. And that's a fucked up part, but it's reality. You go anywhere right now. We all sat down at a picnic table. We all had a bunch of chairs out. Everybody won't test the chair. You won't see anybody go, okay, it's firm. I can sit down. People just gonna come and plop down and do their thing. So you got to get to the like talking and analyzing. Like, damn man, you have more faith in that chair that you've never seen a day in your life sitting in there that wasn't gonna break on you than it is for the lingo, the talk, and the investment powers of us trying to build generational wealth. So it's a mindset that we have to break. You know what I'm saying? But I believe we're gonna break it.
Let me just say one thing before Lance jumps in real quick. Yeah, when you invest in money, man, you gotta invest money that you're not scared to lose. You know, like you gotta be like, damn, I'm gonna invest this $1,000. Like if you lose it, you gotta be like, yo, you can't get all emotional about it. You can't get emotional about money that especially that you need right back. You feel me? Investments for the long term. Whether you're doing stocks, whether you're doing foreign exchange, or whether you're doing cryptocurrency. So, you know, I just want to say that. But like DY said, like scary money don't make no money. Sometimes we be playing it so safe, and then you realize you've been in the same situation for 10 years because you just always just playing it safe. You feel me? So, you know, sometimes you just gotta go out there and make that risk. Like invest in your business, man. Invest in the idea that you have, or the dream that you want to make your own clothing line or your own computers or something like that, you know. So never be too scared to dream, man. You know, sometimes when I think about, you know, even certain rap artists, like say even like Kanye West, I'm like, yo, dude went from the bedroom to making beats to becoming a producer to becoming a rapper to then, you know, having Yeezys and then a clothing line and to, you know, now maybe trying to build his own city in Haiti. So it's like, yo, don't be scared to dream big. You feel me? All right, Lance, take it away.
I wish I had like a deep reason to why I didn't get into Bitcoin when I should have, when everybody had the opportunity to get in. Because I read something that said $100 in Bitcoin, like in 2012, would have been like $1 million today,
Yeah.
or like last year. $100 would be $1 million. Come on, man. If you ain't a ball player or getting that brown paper bag money, you ain't gonna get that kind of flip like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember, if I'm not mistaken, 50 Cent was taking Bitcoin to purchase an album. I don't remember what album it was, but he was saying you can pay for the album in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then he cashed out that Bitcoin a couple years ago, and he made some pretty good money off that. So I just think that situation speaks to knowledge or lack of knowledge. We need to make sure when these things become available to us, if we're not going to invest in them, that we at least did the homework so we can be comfortable with the decision to say, yeah, I just didn't believe in it. Rather than, oh man, shit, I just blew $100 at the club or something stupid like that, because we blow $100 on the dumbest shit in the world. So $100 on Bitcoin would have changed your damn life. So we need to be educated, and we need to make sure we're looking into these things, because that's the most valuable thing. That right there is generational wealth right there. There are some people that might have just sank a couple thousand into it, and now they're set. You know what I mean? It could have been a dude fresh out of college, whatever it was, and now here he is, mid-20s, early 30s, and he's set. So we need to make sure we're educated. There's a lot of other currencies outside of Bitcoin that are coming up. Sorry, I can't name them off the top of my head, but we need to be doing the research into those right now. If we're serious about generational wealth and education and uplifting the youth, we need to have this information so we can pass it along to them, but also have the proof to go with the education. Because we all know we get tired of that person trying to tell you what to do with your situation, and you looking at him like, so bro, why are you still in the same spot I am? So we need to make sure we're cashing in on some of these things while we're educating the youth or even our peers.
Facts.
Yeah, 100%. Real quick, so I don't know if you've seen this article. I believe I seen you shared it on your Instagram. The dude that he does not remember his password to his cryptocurrency account. And I think there's like what $240 million worth of crypto that he has of Bitcoin, and he only has 2 more attempts to figure it out, or he's locked out of his $240 million. Yo, bro, I don't know. I would just weep.
Honestly, I think at this point he just has to hold on to the case and really go about making sure he dots his I's and crosses his T's, because you can't lose that kind of money because you forgot your fucking password.
What
And
is?
if you just go boop 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 boop, you done. Like I'm sorry. Put that shit under your bed somewhere. Sleep for a little while, couple weeks, couple months, and get back to it. That's way too much money to lose because you don't remember a fucking password.
How much is it that he's on?
I think it's 240 million.
It's a lot of fucking money.
Okay,
bro.
he's 240 million. He's not using his head. He could easily be like, I got 2 million for the person that hacks into this and gets my password back. Because it's there. He's not thinking about this logically.
I don't know how easy it is. Like, look. I know.
Give up. He hasn't done it. I'm telling you. Say, I got 2 million for whoever helps me figure out my password. I guarantee you that a hacker will come out and be like, I'm on it. 2 million? Sign this paperwork right here. Let's make this legal. Sign this right here saying, if I crack this password, 2 million just for figuring out your password. And the thing is, there's a lot of stuff in computers that when you put something in, it never truly goes away. So true hackers and people that know computers know what I'm talking about. But they're not, I'm telling you, he's not going about this the right way. He's trying to be like, man, what is it? I got to figure this out, instead of saying, I got 2 million. Let him go tomorrow and say, I got 2 million for whoever cracks my password. I'll sign the document saying you get 2 million when I crack it. He'll get open. He's not using his mind because he's so scared and nervous.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm a hacker, I'm telling him like, yo, listen, bro, we'll split it half. I got you. Fuck 2 million. You ain't got shit without me.
Yeah,
so
but remember, like people that they do this whole cryptocurrency thing already, they know people are trying to hack them from the beginning. So their VPN is already changed already from the beginning just to even deal with these accounts. So it's like already is like it's probably, I'm not gonna say nothing's unhackable because I don't know how this whole thing works. You feel me? But it's made in a certain way that somebody's not supposed to hack it, and your VPN is changed.
Okay, then it's probably harder, but then that might be worth them. A true hacker might be like, well, give me 5 instead of 2. But I'm telling you, it's possible. It's just how important is this 240 mil to you? To me, I need an ASAP. So if nigga like I make it come away, give me the 5, sign the paperwork saying I get 5 million. Easiest 5 million he'll make it. I guarantee you, true people on their shit, like they'll figure that shit out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if it's real bad, like it might go what Lance said. I need half if you really want me to get into the shit.
I hope it's that simple, bro. Because if not, he's 2 shots away from losing all that money.
Hopefully he just wisens up and realize he's got to give us, because you know what's better than anything's better than this. So whatever you got, 10, 15, 50 mil, whatever you got to give away, 50 mil, but you weren't had your password, so here's your 50 mil, or you know what I mean, or I could get nothing, and I'm already tripping.
I'm not gonna lie, you're very calm about this. I'm not even in the situation, and I'm like, damn, 2 shots, 200 million. I'd be sweating. I would be sweating. He said he did all his passwords, all the normal stuff. But how many passwords do people really use?
Yeah, I'll be using like 5 passwords, and maybe like some of them are very similar, just with maybe a little similar.
Yeah, I feel like the average person does what you said. Like they got like 3 to 5 passwords that they rotate. Just for shit like this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, maybe I made this letter capital and this one is lowercase. Or this one I got an exclamation mark instead of my question mark. Like there's a bunch of things in your mind. So let this be a lesson to you. Write all your shit down, or use mix up your passwords so you can always go through the cycle of what it's supposed to be. Because this shit right here.
And also now, like a nigga don't be remembering his passwords. I'll just be with the FaceTime for every app now. I'm like, yo.
I hate that. I love that face ID shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I said face ID. My
bad. I hate that. I love that shit, yo. I always said the government will never get my eyes, and here I am opening up a phone.
All right, man. On to the next topic, yo. So the bust it down challenge. I'm gonna tell you that I hate it and I love it, but I mostly hate it. You feel me?
Thank
It's
you.
a reminder that these beautiful women that you be seeing out here in the clubs ain't that beautiful. You feel me? You know, so I seen plenty of these challenges that just had me scrolling down and down and down and down and getting lost. I'm like, oh, this bitch, I mean, oh my bad, let me take that back. This chick ate my type, and all of a sudden she busted down. All of a sudden, long hair, big butt, looking real good, makeup real done. I'm like, yo, man, we being deceived, bro. You feel me? You know, it's the type of chick like you meet at the store. It's like, oh, you remember me? I'm like, no, I have who the hell you are. And you'd be like, yeah, the girl from the club. I'm like, nah, that's not you. That girl from the club look like an angel. You feel me?
Go ahead, Lance. Say your 2 piece on it. Your 2 cents on it, I should say.
I couldn't agree with you more. I hate it, but I love it. But I mostly fucking hate it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm always okay with a woman deciding that she wants to drop it like it's hot for me, even if it's on even if it's on my phone screen. So I don't want to make it sound like I'm coming at it in that way. But it's just some of the people that have done it. It's like that was unnecessary. You probably could have just left that one alone. Did you see the Natalie Nunn joint? She's like holding on to her husband's arm. It's like, bro, you probably don't even want to be there. And then she's holding your arm. So it's like, thank you. I appreciate the view, but it's another dumb challenge. A couple weeks ago, it was that Meg Thee Stallion shit where you're doing the rock shit, and it's like they find something new every couple weeks to show off a little bit. So as a straight man, I'll never complain. But man, it's getting a little tired.
I don't know. I'm still kind of enjoying it because you know what, like, it is kind of effed up, but I'm like, damn, that transformation though. You know, sometimes we kind of fall in love. But at the same time, I'm like, it ain't real though. You don't really look like that though. So I was like, yo, so what if men? Cause like, look, I really wake up like this, minus the fresh haircut or something like that. You feel me? Like, you know, we went out to the club or something like that. I'm like, yo, let me go put on my abs real quick. Let me put on my, you know, on my muscles real quick, and let me go, you know, put on a more handsome face. You feel me? And then, you know, snatch you at the club because you think I look so good, and then you know I wake up in the morning and then it's like, what happened to my muscles and to that cute face that I saw last night? You feel me? You'll be like, oh, you know. So I'm like, oh, so this really ain't, you know, yo, hair, or you got them booty underwears on that make your butt look better. Really booty pad. I'm like, yo, so that ass wasn't real the whole time? So, you know, so I don't know, D-Wise, what's your thoughts on the busted challenge, busted down challenge?
I don't care. I don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I agree with you guys when say it's just another challenge, but take it, leave it. I'm just ready for the next thing. It's people are stuck inside because of COVID. People are going to do whatever the fuck makes time go by. We've been known that women will wear makeup, so it's nothing new or shocking. Like, oh my God, she looks good now. Yeah, makeup. They've been doing it. Ever since you've gone out to the club, whether some of you waited patiently till 21 or 18, or if you had a little juice or you had a little know-how, you got into the club when you were 15, you know what I mean? Whatever the game, maybe you had a fake ID getting in younger, whatever. Ever since you came into that club, you were lied to by all the women you saw. You know what I mean? So they all had makeup on. They don't look like that. They had contacts in. Their eyes not that color. They had weave in. That's not their real hair. They were wearing high heels. They're not that tall. You know what I'm saying? So you were lied to since the moment you got in there. And now this challenge is up here, and I'm going to act like I haven't known this for over 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't care. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? On to the next challenge. Like,
So
no more than that, yo.
So the next challenge, I like it. I think it's pretty funny. The June bug challenge. That's the one like they dancing like a zombie everywhere, and they're kind of like this. You know what I'm talking about or nah? I think I said it to one of y'all niggas. Whatever, it's pretty funny to me. Yo. Yeah, y'all people don't even know the June bug challenge. Yeah, I think I go check that shit out real quick. You feel me? All right, man. So on to the next topic. Yo, so Ghost Book 2. Just now. So we're gonna talk about the last 2 episodes. And I'm like, yo, the last 2 episodes was fucking amazing. It was some real good shit, on some real nigga shit. You feel me? Like they called Tyreek to the stand. This nigga had to go talk. We're like, damn, what's this nigga gonna say? Then he actually goes ahead and he brings Sax into the shit and you know and was able to get off, yo, which was you know amazing. You know, Tyreek always managed to get out of these fucking situations. He's smart just like Ghost. You feel me? What's your thoughts on that episode? Then we'll move into that last final episode when, you know.
So are we supposed to say spoiler alert, or are we just saying fuck y'all because it's been longer than a week?
Nah, it's been longer than a week, man. That we can spoil this shit.
All right, cool. So you heard my man. Fuck y'all. Nah, the shit is fire, and it's fire because it's turning Tyreek from the punk kid that didn't rise to the occasion, so he decided to kill his own father, which is ridiculous. And it's showing you the genius behind his, I guess you would say, his genes and his character, because he's basically, you're seeing the evolution of young Ghost. Whatever we didn't see about Ghost before he was the polished version, that's what we're getting out of Tyreek. And kudos to the writers because they're putting him in sticky situations. He's handling things that are above his head. He's making the money. Like, it's impressive. He's even juggling the girls. Like, no, he's turned into a nice little. His character's turned into a nice little situation for him, rather than the punk ass kid.
Nah, I agree 100%. Also too, another shocker. I mean, maybe not a shocker, but like, yo, I was kind of waiting on from like maybe since episode 3 or 4 when Tasha said, "Oh, Tommy did it." So I'm like, "Yo, Tommy's gonna come back next episode." Tommy doesn't come back. Like, damn, he got to be showing up sometime. So you know, I kind of like how they brought his character in at the end and how he shows up and whatever like that, and how he went to go visit Cam and you know, and freaking this damn Tyreek, how he just goes ahead and like leans against Tommy's car like he a gangster and shit. You feel me? And like, like he's like growing up in a way, in a sense that he's really trying to be a part of this whole, you know, this drug game. You feel me? Also, too, I like how he had the smarts to figure out how to kill Tommy in that gas explosion. So, you know, the FBI, CIA, the authorities to be will no longer be seeking him. So he could be kind of off the hook right now and for Tasha to be free. What I did thought was also kind of crazy how Tyreek got his mother into witness protection, but he didn't want to go himself into witness protection and kind of just go with the Tejadas and I guess to be a part of their family because, you know, now he's working with them and shit like that. You feel me? Also, I want to see if, you know, how 2-Bit comes back into this picture. Hopefully he works in with the Tejadas too. That would be pretty cool. That, you know, I think it'll be good that he works along with them, not that he works for Tyreek or whatever. But that'd be cool to still keep his character on because, like, yo, 2-Bit is my dog in that shit too.
That's a fact. They got to keep 2-Bit on, even when they brought him back for that episode and a half.
Yeah.
I mean, it felt good. Like I felt like early power, vintage power feel. So they gotta bring him back. And honestly, it's I'll say I don't think he's gonna work for him, but it's a possibility because Tyreek ain't really got no muscle, and the way they doing Kane, she really ain't got no muscle. So I'm thinking 2-Bit may step in that role. So I'm interested to see how that goes because, like you said, 2-Bit, that's one of my favorite characters on the show.
Yeah.
But like Tyreek a bad motherfucker though, because like you said, he handled Tommy. but he also helped Tommy.
Yeah.
But Tommy's a savage. I also appreciate the writers giving us that. And I even like how he shot up the ball and there wasn't no mention or nobody saw Tommy before that. Like they played that shit up so perfect.
Yeah.
Yo, the writers really did their fucking thing on this, man. I can't wait till this shit come back around.
Going back to Tyreek, yo, when he wrote up on the professor, what, Milgram? Nah, Milgram's a girl.
Oh, you mean Professor Bitch Ass?
Yeah, bitch ass Jabari trying to freaking.
Yeah.
First of all, I think it was kind of crazy. Like he was so desperate to write a book about, Tyreek, knowing that he's actually really, affiliated with the drug game like this. Yo, this shit would be dangerous for a law-abiding citizen, a college-going person, a professor to even think about that he could blackmail somebody to being, using them their character for a book. You feel me? So I even thought that shit was crazy off a rip. But yo, it just shows how savage freaking Tyreek was when he told him like, yo, you think you fucking know me and know about me? When it comes between my family and a gun, I'm always gonna fucking choose my family. And I think right there is when we saw Tyreek turn into an official killer. Because remember, he didn't want to kill the stripper bitch. You feel me? He didn't want to do like, damn, like I don't want to kill her. Like, what's the reason to kill her? Because this is a part of the game. Da da da. Like, nah, and just give her money and just have her go away. But I think after that death, he made his choice right there. Like, you know what? I've killed my father. I've gotten my sister killed. I killed Raymond. The other lady that got shot during the robbery when he did his first little robbery, whatever. Like, like this is a life. I think he really decided to like, yo, this is gonna be me. I'm gonna be Ghost 2. You feel me? So this is really Ghost 2 officially, and I guess they're gonna definitely go on to a season 2.
Well, I agree. Cause he even said it to Tommy at that. He said maybe I'll be worthy of the name.
Yeah. And
you 100% right. And like hearing you say it and thinking back on the scene, you're right. In that moment, he was always selling drugs. He was always okay with the little bullshit, the Playboy style of the drug game. But in that moment, he decided to be a fucking killer. And yo, they are absolutely killing this fucking role. Yeah. 50, we are still available for roles.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? You need some muscle. Got a lot of shows coming up. We available. Y'all are doing your thing with this show. Tyreek, hey man, you turned a lot of people into believers. Even my homeboy, he hated on you. He said you ain't deserve no show. He said your character should have been shot running away from the body after you shot your daddy. He said Tommy should have shot your ass right there. But now he appreciate what you're doing out here. And we all believers. This shit is genuinely fire. It's a great show.
Yeah. Also, too, they're gonna do the spin-off of growing up Kanan, which is 50 Cent's role. So the trailer, I really didn't. The trailer didn't grab me. I'm not gonna lie, but I have faith in the writers that they're gonna make it very entertaining. We already know that. Whatever characters they put, however they're gonna write the script, I believe is gonna be awesome. Just the trailer just didn't grab me. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm definitely looking forward to season 2 Ghost. And then Growing Up Kanan is supposed to drop in the summer. So, hopefully they be on time for that. And also, too, I seen a YouTube video with Omar Horwick, Ghost walking into an elevator. I believe I shared it with you guys. I don't know if you saw it. And there was a fan in the elevator. He's like, yo, you just gonna make Tommy kill your girl like that? And he's like, nigga, it's a TV show. Nah, nigga, Tommy killed Angela, son. And he was like, yo, it's a fucking TV show, bro. Like, you feel me? And then, Omar Horwick turned into Ghost for a second, started choking him in the elevator. I don't know if you saw that, but I thought that was pretty funny. You feel me? You end up seeing that or not?
Yeah, I saw when you sent it.
Yeah. So I think
I think what came before that was when the dude caught Homeboy in the elevator, the nigga that played that y'all were just talking about. And he's like, yo, I should really beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? He's like, the sucker shit you do. He's like, you know what you just did to your sister, nigga? And he's like, it's a show. It ain't a show. I was like, oh shit. Niggas really was taking power. You know what I mean?
Literally.
That's serious. Like,
that's how you know it's a good show, when niggas start confusing your character for who you are in real life.
Exactly.
That's a fact. I still don't fuck with that nigga who killed my man Achilles in Troy. Bitch ass motherfucker. I can't think of his name. It's Orlando Bloom. I don't care what he I don't care what he does for the rest of his life. I don't fuck with him.
He
You know what I
killed
mean?
Brad Pitt. That was it for you?
What kind of weak ass shit is that to throw a spear and it hit him in his leg?
It was an arrow. He shot a bow.
Yeah, that was bullshit. Like you hit the Achilles. 99% of people are
So
surviving.
you got mad because everyone in the world knows his weakness is the Achilles heel. That's what it's named for, and then he used it against him, and you mad?
Yeah, I'm very upset at that.
Nigga, that's like you getting mad at the Titanic because it hit the iceberg. The shit that's gonna happen.
No. If we gonna be mad at something in the Titanic, it's the fact that bitch Rose didn't share the piece of wood with my boy. They could have rotated. She could have made a little room for him.
Y'all niggas is bugging. It's a movie.
No, that is not a movie. That is not a movie. They tell young kids all the time, video games and shooting the video games, it affects you in real life. So that right there was a selfish moment. They have taught women it is okay to hang your man out there to freeze.
To death.
While you sit up there on the wood.
Yo, well, you know what? I hear all the things, and I saw people actually like science teachers from colleges show this how big the wood is by estimation. There was enough space for both of them. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm just being realistic. If they both got on it, I think they would have been too heavy. They would have made the wood sink. That was just my mind. Not saying what he did was right, but I'm just like, what was the win on that one? Like, for real. What was the win?
Nah, man, you could rotate. She could sit in the water for 10 minutes real quick. You know what I'm saying? Does she know this shit is freezing out here?
I think if they rotate, they both freeze to death. I'm being real because once you get in the water, that's your ass. Because now you got to deal with if they rotate, they were both going to die. I'm not saying it had to be Jack. She could have sacrificed her love for him, you know what I'm saying, for Jack too. If, love works both ways. I'm not arguing that. But whoever was dry had to stay dry. That rotating shit, we're both going to freeze to death.
We ride together. We die together. Bad boy for life.
Yeah. I guess that wraps up that. All right, man. So some people they marry, but sometimes they don't last to the end. So an update on Dr. Dre's brain aneurysm. You guys want to take that update? The brain aneurysm.
Yeah, I just want to say blessings. He's Ice-T was the first one to speak onto it. They said he came out of it. So I'm happy that we didn't lose our icon. You feel what I'm saying? We didn't need to lose anybody else 2020, even though it wasn't connected. We dealt with a lot of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So losing Kobe was devastating. Niggas, I still don't believe Kobe's gone, if that makes sense to y'all. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I know he's not. Like, I get the facts, but I don't have that feel that this nigga's not here anymore because of how big he was. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So we didn't need another loss. So I'm happy Dr. Dre came back. He bounced back. You know what I mean? And he got to, urgent care or wherever hospital fast enough to take care of business. So shout out for Ice-T for shouting out the love. Like, hey, listen, I spoke to Dre, he good. Now what I want to talk about is a selfish bitch. His wife, ex-wife, whatever she is right now, brings up the point about saying that he multiple times before the divorce happened, that he pointed a gun at her and shit like that. I truly believe by this whole thing on earth that she was the only one that wished death on Dr. Dre when he had that aneurysm shit. When you look at a picture of her, she just has like an evil soul to her. Like, there's something off about her. She just looks fucked up. And I'm just like, why would you bring this up now? The nigga's in the hospital. You want to bring this shit up now? Or even if you want to say, well, he technically was just out the hospital, whatever your timeline is. Why bring it up now? You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit's done. The shit's dead. It's over. You try to get that $2 million a month. It didn't work out for you. You know what I'm saying? Dip down gracefully, take your money, and kick rocks. But no, we got to bring up other shit. And we got to bring it up when the nigga's down. Kick that nigga while it's down, just show me your true character. That's why I called her a bitch. Because that was a bitch move.
Stress is a motherfucker. Stress will kill you. Like, if you know anything about aneurysms or if you just happen to look him up to find out what the hell happened to Dr. Dre, this is stress induced. Like, it's not the only way, but this is a lot of emotion. This is one of those things where you're always where you're frustrated and you got a lot of emotion, pent up emotion. Like, this is dangerous. This is one of the things. This is a silent killer because you're just there and everything is regular and there it is. So I agree with you 100% about the wife because I genuinely believe that the aneurysm, I'm not going to say it caused, I'm not going to say it was the sole cause, but I do believe that a guy in the shape that Dr. Dre's in, that this is more stress than more physical related. So I'm like, bro, we got to get this. You got to handle this divorce because at the end of the day, if you're dead, there ain't no life to live. Her accusing him of pulling the gun, even the incidents that she brings up, they're over 10 years ago. So I always say this: if something happened 10 years ago and you stayed with that person, male or female, you have forgiven that person. You have gotten it's like 10 years to bring that up now. It shows her character. You know what I mean? They say you find out a lot more about a person in a breakup than you do when you were together. Because at this point, you see what your value is to that person, even in the end. That nigga's a dollar sign to her right now. So, Dr. Dre, get well, take care of yourself, detox. You need to like handle this a different way. Even if you gotta give more money than you thought, bro, your health is more important. This stress should have killed you. Like black men, women, everybody. Like we need to handle things a lot better because that stress is a killer. It's enough shit out here trying to kill us. Don't be out here trying to kill yourself. Meditate, talk to somebody, whatever you gotta do. Stress is real. Take care of yourself. This mental health and all of that, that's a real situation.
Yo, Dr. Dre, we wish you the best recovery and stuff like that. And, pretty much. You want to say anything else or no?
I'm going to go to the next topic.
All right, so Bill Belichick hasn't moved forward to accept the Medal of Freedom from President Trump, and I wonder why.
We'll let Lance hit that one first.
He can't take nothing from that, man. Let's be honest. We know what this is, just like we know what the Republicans is doing when they trying to impeach Trump. This is easy. Y'all not even trying to hide it. I'm not mad at him. He's a football coach. I'm trying to figure out why he was even up for the award outside of him being really good friends with Donald Trump even before the presidency. So, good job, Bill Belichick, doing what you're supposed to do. But Donald Trump, if you were one of our friends, you're like the greatest friend ever. You would get me tax breaks. You would have all these ways for me to get around things and live a lavish lifestyle, even though I make tons of money. But other than that, there ain't nothing he could have done. So cool. I'd have done the same thing in his position, but ain't no big deal.
Yeah, it was just a wasted time buying. Make sure people don't look at what I'm doing right now because there's a lot of heat coming my way. So by you taking this, all football fans, and because a lot of people deem Bill Belichick as the greatest NFL coach ever. So it just would have been taking all the energy of the negative and looking at Bill Belichick getting this, prestigious and top line civilian award, the highest civilian award a civilian can get. So Bill Belichick peep game. He's like, nah, I'm good. You ain't gonna do that to me. You feel me? I'll get it. Someone else will give it to me. The next president give it to me. You feel what I'm saying? My status and my game and my mentality is gonna stay the same until I retire. So I got plenty of time. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, don't give it to me on your way out. You feel what I'm saying? That's a fucked up move. So maybe that's how he's looking at it. But I'm not gonna look at Bill Belichick saying like, oh man, look what he's doing. It speaks so many volumes. He probably just said, nah, this is like a shitty version. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when someone gives you something out of spite, like, oh, here, you don't really want to take that shit because it's like, yo, this really doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? So he wants to get it when it means something. Like the way when Jordan got his from Obama, the nigga cried and shit. Like he wants a meaningful award. He don't want to get it when everyone's like, get the fuck out of here. Take your fucking medal, Bill Belichick, and get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what that's about.
And on to the next topic. Alabama State beats Ohio.
You gotta let Lance. You gotta let the football guy speak on that one. I'll give my 2 cents after he's done talking. But yeah.
Hey man, shout out to Alabama. Roll Tide. But Justin Fields is sorry. I'm not a big fan of that kid. So maybe that was the problem. I just think, man, Nick Saban's the fucking GOAT of college football. He wasn't good in Miami in the pros, but as far as college football, that's the GOAT. And we need to stop acting like there's any discussion about it. It's Alabama. Do y'all understand the players that have come out of Alabama in just say the last 10 years?
Yep.
Like, come on, let's be real out here. Nick Saban is the GOAT. Ohio State, good season, all that. But in the end, I'm not a fan of Justin Fields. I was never a big believer, even when he was at Georgia, because he transferred to Ohio State when he couldn't beat out the starter. I think Jake Fromm. No, I don't remember the kid's name, but I think it was Jake something. But it's exactly what you expected. If you thought Ohio State was going to beat Alabama in this game, you should have reached out to us, and I'd have took your money. Because I would have took any bet Alabama versus Ohio State.
I just want to say this right now. Nick Saban, they gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? He's got the most. Now he's got 7 college football championships. One was with LSU, and his other other 6 was with Alabama. There's another Alabama coach that he's competing with. So they're saying you might be, they're hating on him, and it's probably because of the legendary, status of the coach that was before Nick. I'm gonna look him up right now because his name's missing me right now. But he was another Alabama coach, and he also has 6 titles. So it's
Bear Bryant.
There's only one person. I'm gonna find out right now. Bear with me as I'm typing it. Alabama.
Football. Is it Bear Bryant?
Is that his name? But he also coached there. He also has 6 titles.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Bear Bryant.
He also has 6. So they were saying maybe right now he is, but since he's got 6, they were trying to compare what athletes came through, what programs did you beat. They try to do all that one. I don't know enough about it. I feel like new eras always have to get respect of, like, if we go by the thing that we're saying, we're getting faster and stronger and more scientific with what we put in our bodies to put more out. It's kind of hard to, like, not give Nick, even if it's a tiebreaker, the fucking, give him the little push to say he's got to be number 1. Because, like, that leather helmet football shit, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but I've always liked Nick Saban. He's the best college coach ever. You got to give that to him. I don't know if he wants to go to pros. He tried going to the pros, but the thing is, when you become a pro coach, there's no juice like being a college coach, because your say goes. What you do means it. Like, be realistic. All these colleges, these college football stadiums are bigger than a lot of NFL stadiums. So if you want to talk about, how many people are buying tickets and filling the crowds and shit like that, it's bigger. There's a lot more people watching you play. So if you want to say feeling pressure, that can't be it. It's just a prestige that I am an NFL coach. But them guys get paid just as much as them NFL coaches, and them guys got probably less stress to deal with because they know when they enter that locker room and Nick Saban says, hey, everyone shut the fuck up and listen. He goes to the NFL, he says, hey, people be like, fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to deal with egos and money and, you know what I mean? I was here before you even started coaching, and why should I just fit your program when I got this many catches and this many sacks and this many steals? You ain't got to deal with that. So just, it's okay saying you're the best Division I coach ever. Don't try to play with the, you know what I'm saying, going to the pros. And former Ohio State coach that we got to mention him, he just got to Jacksonville and became the coach. Urban Myers. Good luck. Good luck, bro. That's going to be, hopefully the owners got time, because to turn around that program, you're going to need about 4 years. And 4 years, that's not long in football.
Urban Meyer's a good coach, though. He'll be all right. I got.
The owner's going to give him his 4+ years he needs to turn that program around?
I don't think Urban Meyer will need 4 years. I give Urban Meyer this year. Urban Meyer will be. I'll call it now. This year, Urban Meyer will be 6-10. Next year, Urban Meyer will be 9-7. Urban Meyer will be a playoff team. Maybe year 2, definitely year 3.
How good these teams are right now, he's going to be a playoff. He's going to take the Jaguars in 2 years to the playoffs.
It's Urban Meyer.
It's the Jaguars.
It's Urban Meyer.
Like, you can say it's Urban Meyer. I respect that man. I remember when Tim Tebow was doing that shit, I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I respect that man.
You got to remember, like, Utah was Utah before Urban Meyer. You know who came out of Utah? Alex Smith, number 1 pick in the draft. Florida was good. Steve Spurrier fell off a little bit. Urban Meyer, Tim Tebow. Ohio State was good. Fall off a little bit. Urban Meyer. Now you look at Ezekiel Elliott. You're looking at Heisman Trophy winners. So you give Urban Meyer as much cap space as he's going to have going in the next season. With the first pick in this draft, who people think is going to beat Trevor Lawrence. Now, I'll say this. I'm not a fan of Justin Fields because I'm not a big fan of the dual threat quarterback because it seems like when you get to the pros, it becomes, I don't want to say a liability because they act like they have something to prove in being a pocket passer, but maybe Justin Fields sneaks in there as the first pick with Urban Meyer and he runs that system like he ran with Tim Tebow. Because the league right now is a lot of read option, RPO. So Justin Fields with that handoff to a quality running back, pulling out his gut and hitting tight ends and quality weapons, Urban Meyer, 2 years, could be a playoff team easily.
All right, man. I say it's the Jaguars. You're saying Urban Meyer. And only time will tell. You feel what I'm saying? Only time will tell. You feel me? So, and I believe they have no offensive line to help that quarterback even run an option. Whether he runs it or passes it, they got work to do. And I don't think he's going to turn it around that quick. Can he turn it around? Yeah, because he'll know how to put pieces there, and hopefully he hires a good staff that, you know, because it's more than college. Like, you know, you really got to, oh, who's the free agent? So you look at this, look at that, boom, okay. Are they going to fit in this system? Like, it's a little bit more complicated with the pros. And then you got everybody that's not like, oh, that freak of nature. Everybody here's a freak of nature, sir. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just think the learning curve is going to take more than 2 seasons. But you got faith in them. I just say, if you gave him a mediocre team, I would be like, cool. Yeah, he's going to do it. You know what I'm saying? We're giving him the Jaguars.
Hey, man, a piece away. Watch that Ezekiel Elliott trade from Dallas. Trevor Lawrence and Ezekiel Elliott, that'll get you 6 wins by itself.
All right, so we're going to crash course this because I know the next topic, Papa McAbee's
James Harden going to the New York Nets.
I thought we were going to stay on football, but we can go to basketball.
Okay.
No, whatever you want to do. We'll end it with the playoffs. I like that because definitely Papa McAbee, him going to the Nets. What's up?
You know, I don't know shit about basketball, even though I do watch basketball.
Oh, man, this is your time to shine. It's the new year. You can give your 2 cents about it.
If it's who's even on the Nets? We got Irving, right? He's still out there, right? And we got the other tall nigga that was supposed to be good, but then he's been hurt for like a year and a half.
Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving.
Man, if all 3 of them actually played good together, like, you know, nobody's hurt, people are playing, maybe they got a shot to the playoffs, and then maybe the finals. I don't know. Let's see.
That was actually a smart take. And you said you don't know shit about basketball. You know what's been happening for the last 48 to 72 hours? That's what everyone's been asking. If they can stay healthy, if they can play together, they'll make something happen. That's what everyone's been talking about. So great take. Kyrie's missing right now, so I don't know where the fuck this nigga's at. So let's get that out the way. He's gone. I don't know what he's doing. No one does. And I think the only one that knows is KD, and KD's like not giving it up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with him. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, man, you got to know that you really have to mesh, for the big thing to happen. Who is going to take the third wheel. Who's going to be that guy? Is it going to be KD? Is it going to be Kyrie? Is it going to be Harden? Wisdom would tell you that Harden's probably the better point guard for how much assists he averages between the other two. So is he willing to come down and do that? But then you're talking about Kyrie and Harden that really aren't defensive players on that side of the ball. They're going to have to lock in because now you got to have three people on there that are offensive minded. Now you need at least two of them to lock in on defense. You know what I'm saying? If they're all on the floor at the same time, or at least, you know, 2 out of the 3 lock in, one kind of does that. I'll play the passing lanes, but I'm not going to lock my man down type shit. You know what I'm saying? So just because this happened don't mean it's over. I know a lot of betting people gave them #1 in the East now. And I forgot, they still got the Lakers #1 winning the championship. I forgot what the percentage odds are of them winning, but they got a mesh. And if Kyrie's not there right now, this message shit is going to be real hard. Because what's going to happen, Kyrie misses more games. Harden's going to get the field with KD. I'm sure they're going to be like, oh, this is nice. This works. You got to remember, they got that Phoenix Suns system going on over there. They got Myers, Stoudemire, Nash. They got the coach. So they can do that offensive shit, and it'll probably look real sexy. You know what I'm saying? And when Kyrie comes back, now we're going to see, oh, you guys a basketball team. So I don't know, man. It's not easy. This ain't going to happen overnight.
I just want to say I appreciate you letting me go last on this. Because I'm going to start this with a fuck you, James Harden. Fuck you, James Harden. I posted this the other day. Kevin Durant, you a hoe. James Harden, you a hoe. Kyrie Irving, you're an enlightened hoe. It ain't Christmas, and it ain't an orgy. What I'm gonna do with 3 hoes? These is hoes. Kevin Durant said he wanted to be a leader of a team, and what he do? He go get LeBron, former lackey, and Kyrie Irving. James Harden played for the Houston Rockets, and he had an owner and a general manager go out and get him a piece every year to help him. How many of us in life, at any job, in any walk of life, could sit there and say that our manager, our boss, went above and beyond to improve our working conditions and the equipment? He gave him Dwight Howard. He said, oh, Dwight Howard washed up. Dwight Howard just won a championship with the Lakers. So I don't know whose idea that was, James Harden or the GM. I lied. It was James Harden. So you fucked that up. Problem with Carmelo Anthony. You got my man ran out the damn league. All these years later, Carmelo Anthony is a contributor on the Portland Trailblazers. If you're watching basketball, the man just had an incredible vintage fourth quarter, Melo in his prime, bring them back and deliver them a game. So you missed that one too. You had a problem with Chris Paul. Chris Paul just led an underachieving team that nobody thought was going to be anything in Oklahoma City to the playoffs. And it looked like they had a shot to do some damage. You had a problem with that. Chris Paul gone. Now where is he? He's in the Phoenix Suns, looking like this. The Phoenix Suns are a top 5 team in the West. Got a better damn record than the Rockets do right now. Had a problem with that. He gone. Russell Westbrook, your bestie. He came down there. You fell short again. He gone. He didn't want to play with you. James Harden, maybe it's time for you to look in the mirror. The same way I'm looking in this camera as I talk about you. And maybe you need to really address yourself and realize that you are not man enough to get it done.
Jeez.
You in a position where they say, hey, man, yo, take the ball. You like the unquestioned leader, but they can't count on you on defense. They can't count on you in the fourth quarter. They can't count on you on certain games when they go to certain cities because your ass is out there with the strippers. I ain't mad at you for the strippers, but you get paid a lot of money to play basketball. And you think it's going to get better because you played with the enlightened hoe and Kyrie Irving, who had a problem with being the Robin to the greatest goddamn basketball player on the planet in King LeBron James? What's on your melon, fat boy? You came in like 12 pounds overweight. James Harden, you're not it. You're just not it. Stop listening to Sports Center. Them people don't love you. Bro, you not it. Deal with it. Face it. LeBron James got 4 rings. You got 4 embarrassing playoff exits in the last 5 years. Come on, man. You not it, bro. You like the Deontay Wilder, this shit, like, oh, the step back, oh, it's so cute. But then you get in there with somebody who take this shit serious and who has skill, and you a fish out of water. Come on, man. It's disgusting. You're disgusting. And Kevin Durant, you a bitch. You a big old bitch. Oh, I'm gonna do it by myself. Oh, I'm just gonna play with the Warriors, best team ever. Oh, but I hit a 3 in LeBron's face. You a hoe. All y'all niggas hoes. And LeBron's still gonna smoke y'all. The same way I smoke my damn blunts for this show. Shit, I don't care who they sign. Lakers in 6, baby.
This message has been brought to you by the Angry Black Sports Fan. Oh, man. I'm not even going to let that end right there. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like it was much needed. I'm not going to put no other 2 cents on it than that. I guess just to knock it down real quick, NFL playoffs. You know what I mean? I'm just going to say it. You probably, you know what I'm saying? People, if you don't want to do it, because I know football's not really your forte, but it's all good. But, we're just going to say sports picks and just quick little, 30-second talk and then move on. Rams versus Packers. Who you got, Lance?
Packers. Rams don't have a quarterback.
Anything else? You still got about, 15 seconds. Packers.
I still got
30 seconds about it.
Yeah, Sean McVay, you're overrated. Jared Goff never should have been paid. He's not a real quarterback. I don't know what happened with Todd Gurley. He was the anchor of that team. Shout out to Jalen Ramsey, best corner in the league. Aaron Donald, best defensive player in the league. 30-27.
Pablo, anything about the Packers versus Rams?
Yo, I didn't even know who that is. All
right, that's okay. I'm going Packers. I don't want to go against Aaron Rodgers. I feel like when people go against Aaron Rodgers on a big scheme, like they guarantee he's going to lose, he always pushes people off and upsets the apple cart and turns shit over. And that shit never works out. So I'm going to go for him. I will say that Darnold is a scary motherfucker for him to deal with. That I will say. I'm not going to take away from that man's skill. That nigga is a problem. But I believe he can overcome that one person. But if Aaron has his day and just rushes, Aaron, I don't know. But I will say I will give Packers to think about that. All right, Ravens versus Bills. Lance, go, 30 seconds.
Shit, I'm going to go to Bills because Lamar Jackson's overrated. I don't think he's going to be able to run for 100 yards like he did last week. I think the Bills are going to have it covered. He hit Hollywood Brown for a lot of catches last week. I don't think it's going to happen. With Tre'Davious White, I like the defense of the Bills. Lamar Jackson's overrated. And Lamar Jackson is overrated. Bills, 27-17.
Damn, he really broke that down. I'm just going for the Bills. I feel that Josh Allen's on some other shit. I feel like he's got another level to show us. He's so big too. He's a younger Ben Roethlisberger. I do love that comparison. Big guy that can move. That you can hold down one of his arms as long as he's on his strong arm. He can hold that off, still throw a spiral pass to get to where he's got to go to. Diggs is a fucking problem. Everything that is in this nigga's area, he catches for a touchdown. Beasley's back. He's back. He's ready to play. That's a slot. That's a dangerous white boy slot receiver. I'm not gonna listen. The Ravens could surprise you. I'm not gonna lie, because sometimes when you count back, I know you say he's overrated, but when you count him out, sometimes he impresses you. That's kind of his thing. Next, Browns versus Chiefs. 30 seconds, Lance.
Baker Mayfield should be called Trash Field Mayfield. The boy is terrible. It's all about the run game. God, I wish Odell Beckham was playing. But the Chiefs are gonna smoke him. It's Pat Mahomes.
A lot of people are saying that there may be an upset because the Chiefs could be rusty. What do you think about that?
That's absurd. It's Pat Mahomes.
That's absurd.
Pat Mahomes is
All
the
right,
beast.
so
Travis
Chiefs.
Kelce, they good. It's the Browns.
And then last but not least, we got the Buccaneers versus the Saints.
You know, it's Tom fucking Brady, baby. I know we lost 2 games already this year. I've been talking my shit all this time, but this is when it matters. I've built it up. See, now all of you have heard me say, oh, Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay. And you be like, no, it's New Orleans, it's New Orleans. No, it's Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Gronkowski, the offensive line. This is our time. This is our year. Aaron Rodgers, see you next round, but we're going to smoke you.
I'm going Saints. I think this is going to be the last hurrah for Drew Brees. I think he's looking good. I think he's coming back at the right time. I think he's doing everything he's supposed to be doing at this point in time. I believe the team's behind him. I think this is going to be it's going to be a shootout. This ain't going to be easy. It might come down to how Tom Brady won his Super Bowls by a field goal kick. It really might come down to it. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. And I feel like if it's close, it's going to be the Saints. I feel if all of them connect, all seal, even though I'm going for the Saints, if Tom Brady, which I haven't seen yet, if Tom Brady does a flawless back in his heyday game, yeah, they win. But as long as there's still being these mistakes that happens, like basically him looking good but not looking like Tom Brady, unstoppable force Tom Brady, I feel like he can catch an L. That's all I got on that one. That was the breakdown of the playoffs that start tomorrow. You know what I mean? Look at your local TV listings to see when they pop off. All good and gravy. People, stick us out
early.
Yo, thanks for fucking with 25-8 the coaching, man. You feel me? Everybody have a good New Year. Stick to your goals, man. I felt like we the fucking hottest shit out. You feel me? We're trying to take over, dog. We're trying to get this money. You feel me?
Facts, yo. You know what I mean? 25-8 the coach, you know what it is. You know what I mean? Lance Draper all day, DJ Papa Maccabee all day, D Wise all day. Happy fucking New Year, you know what I'm saying? Do not forget to like and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? And leave a comment, share all that. We listen to you, DM all of us. You already know the formats on Facebook, on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? We respond to you guys. Appreciate the love. We see the views are clocking up real hard, you know what I'm saying? And we got much, much more in store for 2021. You already know what it is. DY is out.
Yo, Lance Draper, Nobody's Podcast, 258 The Culture, the Big Money Boys. Yo, 2021 is our year. Yo, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. We appreciate y'all how y'all gonna stay with us, grow with us. We love y'all. We do it for y'all. I love my team. I love y'all. Let's do this shit. Let's take over. Let's do this shit. Yo, shining out.